What's up, guys? It's Mandy,
It's Wanda,
and this is the Two Girls, One Bar podcast.
your strength sport podcast for the girls.
Well, Meathead Christmas has come and gone again, and
Yeah.
here we are,
we
post
are.
Arnold, post Columbus, back in Wisconsin. The madness has ended.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know how to call it. I'm like post Christmas blues. I'm like sad. Take me back. I just want to go back.
You know, I'm kind of okay. I was mentally preparing for this podcast all day because I was like, oh, here we go.
I
But it's
know.
fine.
My favorite thing from like our past 2 days of like texting back and forth was when you were like, when I finished, I just said, "This is gonna make good content."
This is gonna make good content. I was like, oh god, this is gonna be a podcast.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, should we just do you want to just dive right in? Do you want to?
Yeah, so if you didn't know, I bombed again. Oh my god. Which is like obviously shitty. Obviously I bombed last year. That was
Yeah.
shitty enough, but I had a great high because I PR'd my clean and jerks, and that's like bread and butter.
Yeah.
So good. So to bomb again was like heartbreaking. I know I'm
Yeah.
not disappointing anyone, but it's like disappointment in myself. And I like reflecting
Yeah.
on it, like talking to you, talking to like several people and like my boyfriend, like it was for sure all mental. Like every time people
Yeah.
come up to me, like leading up to that meet, they're like, how are you feeling? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't feel great. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Warm-ups were fantastic in the back again. Similar situation as last time. And I
Yeah.
really thought that like opening at 67 was conservative.
Yeah.
I opened Brew City at 65, which was of course also very conservative. Because each meet that I've done where I didn't do well in snatch, we opened up like 69, 70. My best ever is 75.
Mhm.
So opening up lower was like, okay, just gets me on the board. And yeah. So to miss that first one, I'm like, oh shit, here we go again. And then my clock got stolen for the second attempt because I sat down. I'm like, oh shit, I'm up again.
Yeah.
And then the third one, I was just like, oh shit. So once I missed that third one, I'm like, it is what it is. It's fine. But then just sitting there in my thoughts, that's when like everything just started like
Yeah.
pouring like mentally in, like just a lot of
Like between
self-doubt.
snatch and clean and jerk.
Yeah, because like I was like halfway through all like the openers. So I sat for a while, went out, took a lap, came back, and like sat down. Just like for sure was like in my head a lot. There's been quite a few things just like on my mind quite a bit, just like in my personal life. So all of that just like
Yeah.
came bubbling to the surface, and I literally just started crying. And like the warm up platform I was using was like right in the middle. So I'm like, all right, here we go. So Piper came back to the back to like help out Jessie and stuff because she was running me a bit because Nate had another athlete. So Piper's like, do you want a hug? I was like, absolutely not. So
Don't touch me.
yeah, so warming up for the clean and jerks was heavy. Like it moved fine. It just like mentally and physically it felt heavy. Smoked my opener for my clean and jerk. Not that it really matters, but 98. I should thinking about it now. I should have gone 97, and then crack at 100 if I made 97. Otherwise, oh well. So yeah, that's the gist. I don't know. It's been a rough. Like I cried for the first like 2 hours driving back. So
Got it all out.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's hard because I think not that you didn't go into last year with high expectations, but I feel like you went into this year with high expectations of like a comeback and your training has been going so well. So you really
It's
did
been
go
going
in
so
with
well.
high expectations of what you would be able to achieve. And um yeah, I mean, I think, when we think about like your maxes and stuff, like 60, 67, 68 isn't like a crazy opener, but I know one of the things we talked about is just like thinking back on, especially when the mental game is something that you're dealing with, like how many times you hit it over the past however many weeks.
Yeah.
When you think about that, it's like often it's not many, right? Because we kind of
No.
like work up to that number, but you don't really like work at that number. And
Yeah.
I think that can be really hard, especially coming back from a bomb out. Like, it can be really tough to, like, yes, it feels conservative, but it might not, you're not really going into it with like a ton of confidence to begin
Yeah.
with. You know what I mean? I mean, you had a
Yeah.
great meet at Brew City. It's not like you're going straight from like bomb out to this. You know what I mean? Like, you had a great meet at Brew City. I thought it was a great day for you.
Yeah.
Um, but I still think like, I don't know, we talk a lot. We talked about this on the phone too, but like with beginners, we want them to like compete a ton and then, open conservatively and get a lot of makes in so that when they go for like a challenging thing, like you're going in with all of these like white lights under your belt, right? Like all of these made lifts on a competition under your belt. And I think sometimes that happens to us with openers is we kind of like work up to openers, but we don't like work at openers, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
I do that with my athletes. I will like make them repeat openers over and over and over so that they know, like, I've made this lift 30 something times or this many times over the past, like, there's no way I'm missing this because I've now made it so many times. But I don't think that's super common, you know?
Yeah. Because I calculated it like 67 is my 90%.
Okay.
68 is my 90%. So it's like I don't train 90% unless I'm like, yeah, peaking those last few weeks up until the meet. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not confident doing 67. So I don't know. Even like, cause Nate asked me, he's like, what are you comfortable opening with? I'm like, 67, I guess. Cause like, I thought that was conservative, but even that, I was like a little hesitant because I'm like, I don't know. I don't train that number often.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's hard and it depends a lot on, obviously, like, it depends on what type of programming you're doing and, like, if you're peaking and all this different kind of stuff. But, um, I don't know. I guess try to think of like how often I am like in high percentages. I mean, right now, not at all, because of everything coming back from my quad. But yeah, I don't think I feel like with openers, especially for a lot of my athletes, like I'm making them like do something that they have repeated over and over and over again to kind of just like build that mental confidence because
Yeah.
even if like, if 65 is your number that like you feel like absolute a trash panda, like you can go out and you can make that with like a blindfold on and your nose is bleeding and it doesn't really matter and you can still make that lift, like that's what you open at, right? Like at least that's what I would tell like my athletes. And then, we can make a bigger jump, right? Because once
Yeah.
you have that first lift in and you feel good, like then you can take 3 or 4 kilos. But if you start on a miss, like, that's so, so hard. And then also, like, you build the confidence in, like, opening at something that is maybe even more conservative than what you're used to, but then the next time you bump that up a kilo, right? Like, so maybe you open at
Yeah.
65, you feel really good, and you're like, "Fuck yeah, I made the opener." And then you make 2 or you make 3 air snatches, and then the next time you open at 66, and you make sure that you hit 66 a certain number of times before you then use that as your opener, and then like, "Well, this is only 1 kilo from, like, what I hit last time." I think it's a good way to kind of build that confidence and just feeling secure because like you're a good lifter, like you
Yeah.
move well, but
Yeah.
it's still hard because now you've had 2 bomb outs, and then when you bomb on snatch it's so hard to come back for clean and jerk, right? Like it's doable because like clean and jerk's your jam, but it's
Yeah.
still really hard to get that out of your brain is super tough. And then you're also going back to like, okay, this is the same meet, same situation. And when as soon as you miss that first snatch, you're probably thinking back to
Yeah.
2025, like, oh, look, here we are again, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I'm like, oh shit, do I even do the Arnold next year? Because now I'm like,
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, fuck, what if I bomb out a third time? I'm gonna be known as the girl that bombs out at the Arnold. So obviously it's like all these like things that are running through my head, which I know like I mean people could um identify me as like, yeah, that girl bombed out the past 2 years or whatever. So I don't know. It's
I
all
mean,
these
I
like
think
mental gymnastics.
yeah, I mean, I think you're the only person who would really think that deeply about it, other
Yeah.
than maybe, like, people who are close to you because we, like, don't want it to happen again,
Yeah.
but not as, like, you're the girl that bombs out. I think the bigger thing is, like, you're paying a lot of money to, like, go and compete and be at the Arnold, so, like, you wanna have a fun, successful meet.
Yeah.
What do you think you'll do? Do you know what I mean? Like, what do you compete again, right? So we talked
Yeah.
about this, like, you're competing again because 'cause you're going out to California in May. So,
Yeah.
what do you think you'll do to kind of, like, prep for May, but even just, like, to set yourself up for a better 2027 at the Arnold? Like, what do you kinda do over this I've already sent you probably an hour of voice messages and stuff, and we can
Yeah.
talk about that stuff too, but I think what have you kind of, I guess, thought about that you think will help?
Yeah. I mean, I guess to like backtrack, one, I'm really glad. Okay, I didn't officially sign up, but I like verbally committed. Like, this is what I want to do. Like, plane tickets are booked, so like I'm going to California regardless. And which I knew it was only like it's like 8, 9 weeks apart from the Arnold. Oh my god, Cosmo is messing with my volume. Um, so sorry, my cat is wants to be all up in my business. Um, so I knew that I was gonna have this meet. So like going into like the Arnold, I was like, whatever happens, we'll adjust training. So I'll have
Mhm.
fun regardless at the May meet in San Diego. So considering I bombed out or considering that fact, I think that I just want to of course get my confidence back, which is nice that it's like, okay, I have 9 weeks of work I can put in, and then it's like I'm not like wiping the Arnold away from like my memory completely because it's like I'm doing all this work to not make that happen again. But it's nice that
Mhm.
okay, I can have like a kind of like fresh start, and like that previous meet 9 weeks ago doesn't define me, which I know it doesn't. Like I know I'm a
Yeah.
relatively decent weightlifter. Um, and I move well and so on and so forth. But um I don't know, I texted Nate, my coach, and I was like, "Hey, I think I just need exactly what you suggested, like EMOMs, a lot more like training at those numbers that I want to open at." So he did suggest EMOMs as well. I think overall, I just want to build my squat because I think I just want to go into this, regardless of like me bombing out or not. I wanted like a specific strength cycle
Yeah,
because
yeah.
every time that I like we have one, well, it's not like Nate actually programs like a strict squat cycle. So I never
Yeah.
get the opportunity to really like max out my squat. And anytime
Yeah,
that
and
there
push it.
is a strength cycle, I'm off dilly-dallying doing other things, you know? So like last Arnold, I like went off and bopped around and did a bunch of sports. Like I ran that like was training for that 5K and pole and stuff. And it's like as much as this year, like me bombing out, I wanted to run away. I can't because I have a meet coming up, you know? So it's
Mhm.
like I'm like, I think the bomb out has like fueled me in a way where it's like, I know I'm better than this.
Mhm.
Like, I need to get my shit together, but it's like, oh, I also have this meet, so it's like I can't actually dilly dally. I need to like commit to like what I'm doing. So it's like it set
Yeah.
me up really well. So I just want to get
I'm
stronger.
really glad you're committed to that. Like, I'm glad you
Yeah.
already had chosen to do that meet because then it's just
Yeah.
like it's already there. You can't like you're in it. You're going.
Yeah, I know. I
I'm
can't just
glad.
peace out, you know, because like as much as I was like, I want to be like, fuck this. I fucking hate weightlifting. I'm done. Not doing the Arnold ever again. I can't because I'm going to California and doing this meet. So, I guess I don't have to do the meet. Haven't obviously signed up yet, but it's like I'm going to do the meet, you know.
Mhm.
So
I think it'll be good for you
I know.
to, like, have that on there. I do think a strength cycle would be huge for you because you're I don't know if how much we've talked about it on the podcast. You and I have talked about it a lot, but like you're just so efficient with your lifts. Your lifts are so close to your strength numbers that I think that would also just like obviously it's fun to get stronger, right? Like being
Yeah.
strong is not a weakness. Like it's fun. Like squat a fucking house. It's so
Yeah.
fun. But I think that will also help your confidence, right? Like if you're not at that crispy edge of your strength limits,
Yeah.
then that might give you just like a little bit more confidence as well going into some of your lifts.
Yeah. Cause like my best front squat, the last time I maxed it out, it was like almost 2 years ago. And it's like 105. And I just cleaned 100 last week, right? Twice. And then I put 3 kilos on my back squat the past 3 years. Cause like I don't get we never have like a back squat cycle. So like I don't know where I'm at, you know? So, but I think it'll
Yeah.
do me wonders as well.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think there's anything else like on the mental side that you want to try or like can do for yourself? Like outside of like the training and the programming. Obviously like we talked about the EMOMs, the consistency at, specific weights and kind of like playing what I call like consistency games or doing like snakes and ladders, like that
Yeah.
type of stuff I think will help. But what about outside of your program? Up
I
here in
know
this old noggin.
I know you mentioned like the affirmations with your athlete, and I was thinking about that too, because I'm not good with affirmations, but with myself at all. I journal. I've been journaling obviously the past couple days, regarding everything. So, but like at least
And dear diary, fuck the Arnold. I was kidding.
no, it's more of like I'm better than this. I'm so strong. But it's like at the moment leading up to the meet, like that was not there. So I think your advice of like, yeah, writing something down every day and like reading that out loud, which to me is like, man, that's freaking corny. Like I know it. Like obviously like we both know like in your little voice note like we obviously know the psychology behind it like but it's like to do it, it's so corny. But it's like I know
Yeah,
it's supposed to be corny, because to like you need to like verbally hear yourself say it. So there's something
yeah.
else like my boyfriend recommended. I just forgot what he said, but I don't
I
know.
think that's part of the hard part of doing some of the mental work is because it feels silly almost. And I think it's part of like, I mean, culturally, we're like made to feel silly to do those
Mhm.
things, both in, I think, general culture of like the country we live in, but also like, even if we think of like our backgrounds, like, there's nobody from my cultural background doing affirmations, you know what I mean? Like, it's
No.
just not it's more of, like, how hard are you working? Like, why isn't this better,
Yeah.
right? Like, I remember, like, an A minus should be an A plus, like, wasn't there extra credit you could get? Like, those are the questions that have been,
Yeah.
like, asked of me and that I've asked of myself is like, "Okay, I did good, I got 100% on this, but why couldn't I have done better?" You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so I think even that makes it seem silly and hard to, like, do that stuff, and yeah, like, we know the science and the psychology behind, like, why this shit works, but it's really hard to get past that notion of, like, "God, this feels stupid to, like, read these cards or these notes that I'm writing to myself out loud." But I do like, it obviously works, right? Like, we see elite athletes doing this all the time. Hi. I just did this with my athlete. We actually, like, really pushed it the last week before the Arnold. I had her writing, kind of just, like, cards and notes to herself if she saw, like, a cool quote that she thought was motivating or, um, if she had a doubt, she had to kind of, like, come up with, like, the truth to it. And some of this is rooted a little bit in, like, CBT, which is, cognitive behavioral therapy, where it's like we feel all of these things, but they're not true. So we have to kind
Yeah.
of find the logical fact, which I think for maybe people who are a little bit more analytical or type A, like that works for us because it's not like, oh, your feelings, like let's talk about feelings and let's try to shift those feelings to this other feeling. Like that doesn't always work. but realizing, like, I feel this because of A, B, and C,
Yeah.
and then being able to logically look at A, B, and C and realize, well, those aren't facts. Like, what are the actual facts? And if, D, E, F, like, if these are the facts, then what does that tell you? So then that's then your statement that you can, like, read to yourself over and over. I think that helps because it becomes logic,
Yeah.
right? Rather than, oh, I have to shift these, like, bad feelings I have into good feelings. It's like, well, I feel worthless because of A, B, and C, but, like, you come up with the facts and it's like, well, I'm not worthless. I'm actually really great at these things because of these facts.
Mhm.
And it kind of helps you see, like, okay, I know logically this is true, so now I just have to repeat it to myself to make sure that, like, mentally it's in there for
Yeah.
real, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I probably also just need to go back to therapy. Yeah, but I mean, I'm on the
I
wait
mean,
list.
all of us need to be in therapy, right? Like,
I know.
we can all benefit from therapy, but I do think there's extra things, obviously, like talking to somebody once a week doesn't solve everything. And
Yeah.
I was just I was just talking to our Julie about therapy and how I'm like, you can just only do so much too. You know what I mean? Like, we all have so much background and so much stuff where it's like, to actually make progress, like, you have to kind of take some things on yourself and realize, like, only so much can be done so fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think writing those, like, messages and figuring out, like, what you need to do to kind of, like, turn the brain piece of it around will be really huge. I'm so, so glad that you're competing again. I
I
think that
know.
also will be a huge thing because you don't get to, like, you don't
Sit
get
in
to be
it.
like, oh, and then sit in it and then not
Yeah.
get on a platform for got 8 months or something, until October. Like, you don't get to
Yeah.
do that. If I had my choice, I would be like, dude, compete as much as humanly possible over this next year. Like,
Yeah.
to get past it and to train through it and to not taper and to be in the middle of a strength cycle and go to a competition and go, like, 63, 67, like, open at something stupid light and just, like,
Yeah.
build the confidence. And then when you go into Bruce City or go into the Arnold next, you're going with, like, 24 made snatches. Like, I
Yeah.
think that would be, like, my hope for you is, like, compete a million times, to kind of, like, help yourself just go in with wins.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because I think Wisconsin, there's the meet you're doing is in April, right? The lacrosse one?
May. May
Okay.
in
May.
Fond du Lac.
Okay. I think
There's
Madison
another
has one in
there's one in
April. I think that's what
Madison.
it is.
Ugh,
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like I just looked up the meets out. There is definitely one coming up in Madison.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
that's
don't remember when
April.
it is. Yeah,
Fond du Lac is May.
end
I
of May, yeah.
think Sayre Park probably will do it in the summer. So maybe I do that one, and then October is Brew City.
Yep.
So I don't know.
I'm sad
But
that you
yeah.
can't come to Home Gym Con
I
because that
know.
would've been
I
a fun
was
one too.
I was like really hoping that like scheduling would work out, but
I
unfortunately I will
know.
be overseas. At least hopefully. My abstract hasn't been accepted yet, so I'm still waiting
Yeah.
for feedback on that. But yeah,
Yeah.
so anyway, sucks to bomb out. I mean, obviously it sucks for anyone, me especially, because it's like fuck. 2 years in a row, really? Uh we've been working so hard. I don't know. Obviously I posted it right away because I was like,
Yeah.
whatever. Like my weightlifting page is like I like someone told me this like very early on, like this was like 2020. They're like, Wanda, you put literally like your heart on your sleeve. You wear your heart on your sleeve on like social media. Because I like use it as like a personal training journal, and then all of a sudden it's like my main Instagram account now because most of my friends are through weightlifting, right? So I might as well just
Mhm.
make that my main account. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Like my Instagram's for me. Like even though this was a shitty beat, I'm still gonna post it. I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I'm okay to talk about it now, but it's like
I mean, we've been talking
uh
about it for like 20 minutes.
I know, but it's like so
It's too late.
I posted all the videos because it's like I want to be able to at least look back and look at this fucking shitty moment and just be like, that was awful, but we
Yeah.
obviously are growing and have grown through it or whatever. At least me looking back future me 5 years from now looking
Yeah.
back at this post or whatever. Obviously a bunch of people. Dude, first of all, it has 7,000 views on it, which I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Because I'm like,
Listen, you might have bombed, but you scored an engagement.
bro, first of all, why are you guys so entertained by this? By my
Why do you
failures?
guys only like me when I do bad?
I know. But anyway, a bunch of people, obviously, like all of my friends, obviously, are like commenting on it. And I like read them and I didn't really engage in them because it was just like too emotional. I think I told you, it might have been Julie that I told. Just like too emotional to like thank them because obviously they're trying to be supportive, but it's like I just want to
Yeah.
sulk in the sadness right now,
Yeah.
which is
I
fine.
can't spell because I can't see through my tears. Just kidding.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
man,
I think that's okay though. Like you don't have to respond to everything. Like I think
no,
it's good to know that you have people that support you, but I don't think you need
yeah,
to people I think people get it too. It's not like you're the first person to bomb out. Like other people a good amount of people bombed at this meet also
I know,
because they were
and
calling every little shoulder shake.
yeah, dude, for real, Olivia Reeves liked that post. I'm like, bro, you like my stories, you like my failure posts, but you still don't follow me on Instagram. That's crazy.
She follows the podcast.
I know. I know. Not me though, personally. It's okay.
She's going to be on the podcast also.
Oh yeah, you asked her? Oh yay! Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sneak peek for everybody. Olivia said she would be on the podcast. Yeah, I when did I ask her? She was coaching in a session. I think I was doing media in, so I asked her then. So we were in the same spot. I feel
Okay.
like I talked to so many people and also talked to nobody at the same time. I have no memory of anything that happened
Yeah.
over the weekend. It was all a blur,
Yeah.
a wonderful blur. Um,
Yeah. Tell me about your weekend because you were freaking on your feet for like 4 days straight.
Yeah. So, first of all, I would just like to make a request of Garmin because I have a Garmin watch. Y'all, your step tracker sucks balls. Sucks balls. And I started like Googling things because somebody, I don't even remember who, and they're like, oh, you have a Garmin. It never counts your steps when you're holding something. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like this all weekend running
Yeah.
around with like at least one, if not two cameras in my hands. So I was laughing because like the first day it like was just staying like in the morning. Like I had hit 4,000 steps by like 10:15, but then it like didn't move for the next hour. And I'm like, I am running around. So to Garmin,
Yeah.
1, 2 middle fingers. But yeah, it was really fun. I got to coach, which obviously I love. Meet coaching is like Christmas Day for me. I like love it so, so much. So it was fun. I got to coach somebody else's athlete and also coach my athlete. So I mean, I feel like when we talk about stuff on the podcast, it's always funny because you and I like have already talked about things like 50
Yeah.
million times. Sometimes like I really miss coaching in person. I still have remote athletes and I obviously still coach like a lot of weightlifting and mostly weightlifting and some powerlifting, but I really miss coaching in person. And so coaching at a meet, I'm just like, oh, I just want to like wake up, go to the gym, watch lifting, be in lifting all day long. And I really, really miss coaching in person. And so it was really great to be able to coach. I had one person I coached, it was their first Arnold. She was very nervous. She did really awesome. She was super fun. So that was really great. And Nora and I just like WhatsApped the whole time to talk about her, like what she was doing, what I was doing. So that was good. And then my athlete Amy had such a great day. She's the one who we did a lot of like consistency work and a lot of like
Affirmations, right?
mental work as well leading up to the meet, which I know she won't mind if I like share some of that. I'm not gonna like get into it, but um I just think it's super, super important. And she's somebody who like when she loves to power stuff. Amy, damn it. She loves to power everything and she's so strong. But really working on trying to like get under the bar has been a thing. So we started to, we kind of like took a step back and really went back to the drawing board a while ago and to work on getting under the bar. And so then when we started kind of planning out her competitions, we started really low with openers. And I told her, like, you're going to get under the snatch or you're going to take the automatic increase. Um, so that you kind of like force, because like she's not want to take a 1 kilo jump, right? So it kind of forced her to like think about it. She was really consistent. She did great. She improved. She qualified for her first finals. Like it was really fun to kind of see that growth and see her challenge herself in a different way. I think some of it was also like because she's strong, like she's kind of more on my side where like her strength numbers like far surpass. Like she kind of came in strong to the sport already. So it can be frustrating, right? Because you think like, oh, I squat this much. How come my snatch
Mhm.
and my clean and jerk are like down here? I should be lifting this, right? Like we can should ourselves to death. And I say that as somebody who like personally has done that to myself before. Um, like, you would not look at my lifts and think like, "Ah, that's somebody who, like, is gonna try to squat 200 this year," like, you know? Um, so I think it gave her something else to focus on too, right? Like, instead of like, "Oh, I have to hit this number," it's like, "Well, whatever's on the bar, I gotta get under it." Like, I
Mhm.
need to catch this in a full squat. I need to do something different, and so that was really cool. So, for her competition, we've been working on kind of, like, slowly upping her openers. So she actually opened her snatch at what she took for her second, right under where she took her second attempt at finals. So that was really great. So we bumped her opener up again. She powered the shit out of that opener. I don't even know if she bent her knees. She could have caught it on a straight leg. I was delirious. Uh, crazy. I was like, maybe just, a little bit of a squat would be great. The second one, she powered again, and that one she didn't, get her lockout. She kind of powered and then like pushed as she stood up. So she got called out on that one, and I was like, "You gonna get under it? What do you wanna do?" And she's like, "Take me up. I promise I'll get under it." And then she did the best snatch she's ever done in her entire life
Oh,
on
that's
her
awesome.
3rd attempt, and it was so cool because I think that's where all of that work showed up is like, take a breather, step back, like look back at all of now these like meets you've accumulated where she's done 3 beautiful full snatches like on the platform over and over and over again. So now when she's getting in her head, she has like these 12 attempts to look back on that she made that looked beautiful. And she's like, oh, I do know how to snatch. So let me go out there and just do what I know how to do. And of course, then the most beautiful snatch. I was like, girl, you better start doing this in training. That was gorgeous.
Yeah.
So good. That was really great. And then clean and jerk was cool. Same thing. She likes to push up. So we really like just whole focus was like get under the bar, like punch down in your jerk, get under the bar, because they will call it if it's not a solid lockout. And she did good. We worked our way up. She ended up getting a PR on her 3rd attempt. It was really crazy. I was so glad that I dropped my phone while I was filming her because I was like screaming and that would have been really annoying to have on my phone.
Yeah.
So it was really great. She cried, I cried. It was really great. It was really fun too because we shared a platform with Krista, who obviously like all of us are friends with Krista as well. So it was extra fun because it was like we got to be there with like Krista and Mary and Will and like people that like we know and love. And so it was like extra celebration, right? Because then we're celebrating with like other people we really like.
Mhm.
So it was super fun. So it was great to coach Amy. She did amazing. I'm super excited for her to like keep going. And then I did just a literal shit ton of media. It was definitely the busiest Arnold I've ever had. Um, Maybe not completely. I think I've been at an Arnold where like I've coached more athletes than I did total for like I have I have had, like, a busier Arnold, but when it comes to media, it's the most people I've had. Had kind of a slower start to Thursday, but then once I got going, it was nonstop till the end, and
Yeah.
I had so much fun. I think one of the best things for me personally is, I have multiple athletes who now I it's like you end up doing media for the same people, and I feel like I'm just, like, on the ride with them, like, I get to watch their growth, celebrate their growth. Like there's a handful of teams that I very often do like media for those athletes. So like I know the coaches really well. I just feel like I'm like I'm a part of North Augusta Barbell now. I'm a part of, like, these teams, like, I just feel like I'm kind of in it with them,
Mhm.
all the time and, like, communicate with them constantly in between meets and stuff too, so that for me is really cool. And one of my athletes that this was the second time I was doing his media, it's funny because his coach had been like, "Oh, did you book media?" And he's like, "Well, I mean, Mandy's gonna be here." And he's like, "For media, right?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, but, like, she might load the bar, she might do whatever. She's just, like, part of the team." And,
Yeah.
like, for me, that's, like, the best feeling ever for someone to feel like for me to do their media means that I'm, like, on their team, like, because
Mhm.
I'm there, I'm like, "Whatever you need, I got you." Like, "You need me to
Yeah.
calm you down, you need me to smack you up?" Like, I'm there. And I know, like, in some ways it's unprofessional, but, like, I'm, like, screaming for them too. Like, I can't help it, like, it's just who I am. I love the sport so much, I can't keep my goddamn mouth shut. Um and I know, like, I have another camera where I'm not screaming into the camera, but, like, if I'm doing handheld video, like, bro, I'm cheering. I can't help it. If somebody was really against it, I could probably try my best. You'd have to, like, gag me or something. I don't know. Like, I just, like, can't help it. I get so excited. But I also think the people that hire me know that about
Yeah.
me, right? Like, I will be your ultimate hype man at the meet, and it's so fun. I had one athlete who added 14 kilos to her total in the last year. So
Wow.
cool. I had the last guy I did media for, Jake. He's freaking amazing. When I videotaped him at finals, he snatched 136. And
Yeah.
on Sunday, he snatched 150. He went
150.
140, 145, 150. And like his energy is just so contagious, so fun. He's, like, jumping around, he's emotional, Yasha's emotional, I'm, like, crying with him, like, just so cool, and then he clean and jerked 170. Just so fun. Just I had so much fun. Um, I was definitely exhausted, but it's like you just get fired up. Like, I mean, I'm literally just, like, watching weightlifting all weekend, like, there's nothing better than that in the
Right.
entire world, so,
Right.
uh it was so much fun, and now it's like I'm going back through and starting, like, all of my editing work, and I kinda, like, get to, like, relive it again, so
Mhm.
it's so great. If I could do this every day, that's all I would do, like, nothing else but, like, weightlifting. Um, but yeah, it was so much fun. It was so much fun, and people did really, really well too, like, it was cool. And I also got to, I think one of the coolest things, and I don't know if you ran into people, but I got to meet a handful of our scholarship people too.
Yeah. Oh my god. One, I think it was Lily. I was like going to the back and she was leaving. She's like, "Hi, Wanda," and it was like, "Who the heck are you?" I was like, "Oh my god, hi," because it was like
Yeah,
so brief, and because we haven't like
yes.
met officially, right? So it's like,
Yeah,
"Oh my god, hi," and then like it was so brief. It was like half a second, and then we like went our separate directions.
but it was still just, like, the coolest thing in the world. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this forever, like, let's keep going." Like,
Yeah.
it got me so amped up and so, I don't know, just, like, happy. I feel like I don't know. I mean, I talked to a bunch of people about the scholarships and about stuff, and I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Like, this is
Mhm.
it. This is like what I have to do is get more women lifting and support strength sports and break down barriers for women to get into strength sports. Like, this is it. This is where I live and die. It was just
Yeah.
really cool to kind of see like the fruits of our labors and also just um I mean, like, just to recognize the awesome community, right? Because like, we didn't do that on our own, like, listeners contributed, and we had really awesome friends with businesses who contributed,
Yeah.
and, to get to, like, thank those people in person too, like, thanking, like, Madison and Nikki and Justin and Josh, like, in person was so cool
Yeah.
for me to just be like, "Fuck, dude," like, they helped us accomplish something that was so cool, and to kind of,
Yeah.
like, move that forward. Oh, I can't get enough of it, dude, I'm so fucking happy. I don't know, like, how else to describe it, but I just can't wait to do more, and, I mean, even, like, I think almost every single person that I did media for ended up talking to me about the podcast and about, like, "How can
Oh,
we contribute?" or,
yay.
like, "How can we do this?" or,
Yeah.
like, "This is so cool," like, "I think what you guys are doing is so awesome," and I'm like, "Let's do more," like, "You want us to do more? Let's do more." Like, that's how
Mhm.
I feel. Just get so
Mhm.
excited. I'm just
Well,
so happy. I don't know how else to
yeah,
describe it.
I mean, we have the foundational scholarship that's, like, on our site, we just need to, like, start building it up. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like our next our next chunk. Like, we
Goal.
published it and
Yeah.
kinda told people about it. I guess we can kinda talk about it a little bit now. We we're still figuring it out kind of the same way we did the Arnold scholarship. It was like, we could wait till next year till we, like, have the money to do it, or we could just, like, do one and not have to wait and fund it ourselves and see what
Yeah.
happens. And the foundational, like, the funding request thing that we have up permanently now, I think, the point of it is, like, to help break down barriers in whatever way we can. So whether it's someone who wants to start lifting and can't afford shoes, or, gets needs to get connected with, like, a really cool coach, or maybe it's someone who can't afford their first meet. Um It's hard a little bit because it's not like we have, like, this pool of money, although we do have a little bit ready to go for, like, the first funding request. So my hope is that we, like, have that little bit and then we can kind of keep collecting, um, partially through the Patreon, right? Like, we have different tiers of the Patreon. We have, like, a scholarship tier where somebody can kinda contribute monthly towards the scholarship fund. Um but I also think, like, we have a couple people have reached out to say, like, "Could I just, like, Venmo you every other month or do something?" So I do think that we will find people who will continue to contribute because they're able to and want to. So that's really exciting.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm hoping that we can just, again, continue to kind of fulfill some of those requests. I think we could still do, kind of like we did with the Arnold. I think we should still do that for some of the bigger meets. So obviously there's uh June will be like powerlifting nationals and USA weightlifting nationals. I think it'd be cool to kind of like do a combo one for like those two
Sure.
meets.
Yeah.
Um so I think we can still do stuff associated with the larger meets. Um but I think it's important for us to do something that's kind of around all the time, right? Because that's how we can hopefully break barriers to getting people into the sport, rather than just waiting until they're like at a national level. And it's really hard for us to. I know a couple people have reached out like, "Oh, well, we have this event in Oakland or we have this event here," but like that's really hard because it's so exclusionary when it comes to, like a location or whatever. Um so I think this opens it up to anybody who might need something. And I've already just started like asking people who own companies and do different things like, "Hey, if I wanted to, purchase singlets like through this foundation thing, like, could you give me a discount? Could you like, how can we do more with the little bit that we have to just help
Yeah.
people?" And so far conversations are great. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can do a lot of really cool shit, Wanda.
Yeah. I
That's what
know.
I'm hoping.
I know. It's only year 1, so
I got
I
big
mean,
dreams.
I know you do.
Yeah. I think it'll be really cool. Like we've talked about, I was like stunned by the amount of
Oh my god,
support
yeah.
we got for the scholarships. I have cried multiple times over this. And so I know that going forward, like, this community is just so wonderful and the people are so good.
Yeah.
So I know we're going to be able to do some really cool stuff.
I
So
know.
I'm excited to kind of see it move forward, see what happens with it, see what
Yeah.
it turns into. Um, keep adding things to my plate like an insane person, you know,
Yeah.
like
One of us
like
has to win.
competing.
Yeah. Oh my god. May. You said May?
Yeah, I signed up for a local meet. I actually was asked at least 20 times this weekend, like, when are you competing again? Which is motivating.
Yeah.
So I appreciate people holding me accountable. So I signed up for a local meet, the Fond du Lac one. It's the end of May, I think. Um, I'm hoping I can find a couple more random ones just to kind of fit in because, again, like, it's been a while. I did Masters Nationals last year, but I just powered everything. So, like, it was kind of like a feel good meet, but then, the return my quad happened, like, not
Yeah.
super fun. Um, so I have competed once since tearing my quad. Um, and it was fun. It was
Yeah.
fine. But I am excited to like compete again,
Yeah.
like actually
Yeah.
get back and compete, not just like go to a competition to show up. Like, that's my mentality, is like a die trying type of a mentality, as we know.
Yeah. All
So
in.
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm all in. Sell my soul for it. Yeah, I'm really excited to get back into it. I think it'll be fun. But I'm hoping I can find a handful of other local meets, and I'll do the plan would be Texas and finals this year
Okay.
is what Jesse and I talked about.
Yeah.
So
So me going to San Diego, I really enjoy, like, I think it's fun traveling to go to a meet. We just need to do more like meet vacations.
yeah, I mean, I think like little ones especially. I
Yeah.
actually just reached out. It's funny. I reached out to a couple people I know in Michigan today because I have an athlete in Michigan who I think
Okay.
if I took my like two Indiana athletes like up there with me, like he would compete. He would jump in to compete like for fun.
Okay.
So I think that would be fun to go to Michigan. I could like visit friends there, but also like I could probably get my actually athlete Josh to like just jump in and do one for fun.
Yeah.
And then I could compete too because I could try to ask them to like put my two athletes like before me and then compete. Um, so I asked like, "Hey, are you guys doing meets like this summer or
Yeah.
anything like so I can come to Michigan?" But trying to think of like where's like an easy like close like weekend. I can't really fly anywhere because I need all of my PTO. I like kind of have it pre-planned. I need it for like all of the big stuff to like be
Yeah.
able to get there early enough and not die coming back doing media or whatever. That's actually going to be the biggest change for me is I kind of have like slid into the comfort of kind of coaching and doing media and then not having the mental piece of competing being part of
Sure.
like USA weightlifting weekends for me. So I think
Yeah.
that's going to be a little bit of adjustment like for Texas and finals because finals is normally really busy for me also. Like my two busiest meets because I haven't been at nationals now. This will be the second year I'm not going to nationals for different reasons. Are the Arnold and finals. Like finals was nuts for me last year. So it's going to be hard because I can't do that. I'm going to have to be
Mhm.
really selective about how much media I take on. And I think some of it will be determined on like where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like if we feel like I'm pushing for a medal or something, then I'm going to have to like really be careful. Um, so when it gets closer, I guess that's a discussion that I'll probably have with Jesse on like, what do we think I can do?
Yeah.
Um, but I feel like that's going to be weird for me because I'm so used to just like my entire weekend spent behind a camera,
Yeah.
but it'll have to be dependent upon like what I need for competing, which
Sure.
is different.
Mhm.
And it's not like I'm competing the beginning of the week, like I will
Right.
not compete like the Thursday. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, so we'll see. That'll be a fun add-on, but I'm making my way back, people. I'm gonna be competing. Um, and I'm officially like off all medications and everything from like all of my nerve stuff and everything. Like it took
Okay.
a long time to like filter off all of that stuff. And a lot of that stuff was like the things that were like making me gain weight and hold on to weight because a lot of the side effects were like real bad. Um, but I'm completely off all of that stuff now. So I think that will also help me as I like prep to compete and figure out where I will end up like slotting in
Yeah.
weight wise over the next 2 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like as I like slowly work my way down, I think it should be interesting.
Yeah.
Should be a fun little adventure for Mandy as
Okay.
I'm old, but I don't want to just compete with the masters. I want to like come back and compete with the seniors.
So
So
yeah, like the open.
yeah, I want to
Stay
compete open. So
competitive. Yeah.
yes, yeah. You know me, I will be competitive.
All right. Do
Yeah.
we have anything else we want to talk about?
I don't know. I feel like we covered it all. The Arnold was chaos. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep funding stuff. We have really cool guests coming up.
I really
We
thought I
have a
was gonna
couple.
cry on this episode.
You didn't cry.
I know. I know.
I'm
I was
proud of
like,
you. Also
I know.
disappointed. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I honestly was like, how briefly should I skim over it? But I felt like if I went into too much detail, but it's like, whatever. It's fine.
No, I mean, I think you said everything you needed to say, and
Yeah.
I also think you like really got it out, right? Like you let yourself feel it, the
Yeah.
first day and first 2 days, like
Yeah.
we're
Oh,
a step away from it now, so that helps.
yeah, because I know, like, when I, like, posted that thing on social media, like, the post, I, like, didn't really give any excuses. So I was like, "Oh, maybe this is, like, my chance to, like, explain my story," like, everyone, like,
Yeah.
writing their sob story or whatever, but it's like, I don't really have anything. Like, I put in the work, it just wasn't there for me that day. So,
Yeah.
all
Which
mental.
I think is
It's fine.
happens to a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of factors that go into it. But
Yeah.
it's cool. I'm glad you're competing again soon. I'm excited to am really excited for whatever your program is. Like I want to see your program when Nate writes it just because I'm like so excited for whatever he gives you that I like want to know what it is.
Yeah.
Um
I told him, I was
I'm
like, go ahead.
pumped for it.
No, yeah, I was like, I told him I want to prioritize my back squat 4 days because I'm only training 4, but I will squeeze in a fifth day, like as long as it's shorter and it's like just like strength or it's just like squat and accessory base because like I don't really want to do Olympic lifts for like a fifth day. Um, so we'll see. We'll see.
I'm so
I'll share
excited.
with you. I know.
Yeah. It's gonna be really fun. And you're gonna
Okay.
compete again. We'll both compete in May.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Look at us go.
Look us
Back
go.
in May. Cool.
I know. Not
All
bitching
right.
out.
Yeah. No, we're doing it. You're not bitching out. I'm not bitching out. I'm actually
Yeah.
committing to compete. You all heard it here. We're both competing in May, so it's happening.
Yeah.
So I guess that's all from us. Keep listening to the
Yeah.
podcast. If you guys have any questions on how to contribute to like the funding or the future scholarships, please reach out and talk to us. Obviously, we want to do some really cool shit, but we cannot do it without you guys. So let us know. We'd love to figure out how you can contribute. Join the Patreon, hang out with us, say hi to us. I think that's all.
Yeah.
Oh, and sign up for Home Gym Con because it's officially live. So you can come. Wanda won't be there, but you can
I
come hang out with
know.
me in Louisville the very end of July. So it's like July 30th, August 1st. It's at Home Gym Con. We'll also be selling all the equipment from the meet. So we're having like equipment sponsors to bring in the equipment for that we'll use for the meet. And then at the end, we'll kind of sell that stuff discounted. Last year, I bought 2 barbells. So I have no self-control, but they're really good deals there. It's like the Arnold, but with all equipment, basically. So like it's all equipment stuff. It's so good. Oh my God. It's so much fun. I'm so sad that you can't come.
I
I have a
know.
really, really fun crew coming with me too this year. So I decided like, let's really make this a party. So if you guys come to Louisville, you'll see me. You'll see my friend Ryan, who's coming. You'll see Joshua Gibson. You'll see Madison McKay. We're bringing the crew to
Oh
Louisville. It's
my
going to be so much fun.
Oh my God, I
I'm
want to
so sad.
go.
Dude, I'm so sad you can't come because it's literally, I feel like it's going to be the most fun. Also, like on our side, like, whoa, see that lightning? My dogs were
No.
like, dude, it's storming here.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing up here right now.
Holy shit. Well, maybe it's coming your way. Anyways, the crew, it's fun on our side because like I just reserved our Airbnb in Louisville and we'll go down, we'll set up, we'll run the meet for 2 days, but then on Sunday morning we'll go golfing before we head out too. So
Okay.
so much fun.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm
it'll be
jealous.
fun. I'm so sad you can't be there. So sad.
I know.
But everybody else should sign up for the meet. Tons of cash prizes. Last year we gave over $30,000 in equipment away too. So come compete, hang out with us, say hi. I've been messaging people being like, bring your team. I just was messaging Calvin, like, bring Lindenwood, let's party. So it'll be so much fun.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.